How's it going, people? Welcome back to my channel. I'm back again. It's been a few days since I've done a video. This is the consistency I'm talking about. I need to really get consistent with this thing. The transfer window had me doing multiple videos a day. I'm sure a lot of you guys got used to it. But talking of consistency, I got rants back on the channel, really than most. Back again, Friday 6 p.m., Tuesday 6 p.m. on Rants' channel. What are you telling me, G?
I'm good, my guy. I'm good. What are you saying?
Nothing, man. Nothing. Can't really complain, but it is what it is, you know. No football this weekend. Well, we can complain about the 14.99 thing, but who's paying for football games anyway right now?
But this is it, bro. Like I saw it and I kind of just laughed in it because we saw it was coming in it. But the thing is, yeah, these men are clowns. They're clowns in it because with the basketball thing, yeah, you can do it with basketball and get an NBA pass, and you can pick an NBA pass for either just your team to watch their games, or you can get the pass for the whole NBA in it.
Yeah.
But because of how it's run, it's worth the money in it. But with what these men are doing to us, Sky, BT Sport, Amazon, bruv, they're on so many different platforms, and then they want you to pay extra money on top of that. They're smoking, fam. Do you know what I mean?
They're definitely smoking, fam. And like you said, you could the NBA thing, it works because you either pick your team, pay your money, or you pick the whole thing and pay your money. Like you know what you're getting. You can
For the whole season.
Like with this thing here, it's like $14.99 a game. It's not even like it's for the month where you can watch your team for the whole month. And even then, you're gonna be like, is it really even still worth it?
$14.99 a game is an absolute piss take, bro. When you think that to go to an actual game, you can get a ticket for like £40. So what, you're gonna pay £15 to stay at home, fam?
Yeah. Bro, it's mad. Rather than go out with the man them or with your missus or with somebody, and go watch the game out and about. Like you're gonna pay $14.99 and do it at home.
Unbelievable.
The comments agree. Obviously, everyone agrees, fam. Like they tried a thing. And did you hear about that Ed Woodward thing? Like there's a rumor that he was one of the vocal ones against it in the meeting, but he still voted for it after. So it's like a mad one. But
that sounds like Ed Woodward, bruv. No backbone. You know what I'm saying? It sounds exactly like him. Of course, he would have been against it because it's nonsense. But at the same time, it's money in it. These men only care about the commercial thing. Do you know what I'm saying? I like £15 to watch Harry Maguire. You man might as well watch my watch along, yeah? And then it's fine, innit? You man will see something more entertaining in the games, bruv, because the games are absolutely shit right now, bruv.
Yeah, the Man United games, fam. If I put on your stream next to the game, yeah, your stream's definitely more interesting, fam. I can't lie.
Bro, the games are horrid games right now. Horrid games of football. Anyone that's paying £15 per game, you're an absolute mug, innit? Like, do you know what I mean? You can't justify that.
No, fam, you can't. You can't. Even like a Liverpool fan or a City fan who have been used to winning stuff in recent years can't justify that. Like £15 a month out of nowhere. They're proper trying a thing, and it shows that it's all money. Like I remember what's his name? What's that guy's name on TalkSport that had that thing with Robbie and the Crystal Palace?
Simon Jordan, yeah.
Yeah, Simon Jordan. One thing he said recently, he said something like, football should start like a Netflix subscription service worldwide, yeah, where you charge someone £10 a year or something, but because you get so many billions subscribing to it, you're gonna he put the thing into effect, and
that's exactly what the NBA pass is, bro. It's the same thing. The NBA pass is owned by the NBA. Like the NBA own all the clubs, which is why they don't buy and sell people. They trade in it. They're all under the same NBA banner. It's just the same as like the MLS. They do trades and drafts in it because it's owned by the umbrella in it. If the Premier League as an umbrella said, cool, we're going to do a Premier League pass here, so you can either watch your Premier League teams, yeah, or you can watch all of the Premier League. The reason why a lot of clubs won't agree with it is because if you're a big team like Man United, and that would be great for you because you got billions, you got billions of fans in it. But if you're a small team like Brighton or something like that, you're going to lose out on the TV money in it, because if you're Brighton and you've only got, say, we argue and say, all right, cool, we've only got, say, 500,000 fans or something like that. How the hell are you going to make money from that? Like, do you see what I'm saying? And that's where it is like the rich will get richer and the poor will get poorer, which is the only reason why, unless the FA own the whole league and everyone's money gets managed together, like it's just not going to work, innit?
Did Sky and BT, are they a part of this thing, or did they distance themselves from it?
I don't know. That's the thing, because with Sky and BT, I know they pay rights in it to the NBA, and also you'd have like beIN Sports. All these guys would pay rights to the Premier League. So because of that, all the TV money the Premier League are taking in right now, I think a model like that would be detrimental. Yeah, it would be detrimental to just to the whole setup. So this £15 thing, I don't know how it works, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Who
thinking.
do you pay it to? Do you pay it to the Premier League?
Yeah, and what channel is it going to be on and all of that stuff? Like, I haven't really delved into it. I just looked at the headline, PL pay-per-view. It's something I ain't got to worry about anyway, man. The less said, the better. Big up DTV Box on Instagram. DTV Box on Instagram. I'll say it one more time for the people in the chat. There's 300 people live already, first 5 minutes.
I got mine right here, blood. You know them ones there, bro. The game is the game, fam.
It's 30, innit? I lie?
Yeah.
It does the business. It does the fucking business, fam. HD as well, so there's no complaints. All this headline about 49, and I didn't click it. I don't care what they're talking about. I left them a long time ago. At the end of the day, it just shows that football is all about money, and it's all about manipulating and taking advantage of us, the fans, you know, the customers, you know.
Absolutely, but that's what it all comes down to. We're all customers, bro, and that's why when men are violating us, our clubs, and that the best way to hit them is hit them in the pocket, bro. Stop being customers. Stop buying things.
Yeah, that's it. You see what you? Oh yeah, on that subject, you know what? I didn't even think about this, but I saw something about your two top female footballers have outsold all the men's in shirt sales or something like that.
No, what's happened is them female footballers, yeah, who are also international footballers, like they're big names, innit? They've outsold our new signings or something. So they outsold like Donny van der Beek or something. But that don't surprise me. You know them one. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. He's not big name signing. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm sure the Cavani shirt will probably outsell theirs. Do you know what I'm saying? But Donny wasn't a big name. But either way, it shows you that we're not really buying shirts no more like that. Do you know what I mean? Like the men's shirts, because why should we, innit? Yeah. Women's football's on an upward trajectory at the moment, so like the women will still support that. But all the men, they ain't really buying shirts like they used to. Like I don't know anyone that's got the new Man United red shirt for sure, because it's rubbish. Do you know what I mean? Like the black one's calm, that zebra black and white one shit. So I don't know anyone with any of the new kits. I don't know anyone with them. Do you know what I mean? So man, I'm buying.
That's the wave we need to jump on. I can't lie. Like obviously, Adidas are doing their thing with the kits.
Your kits look wavy though. That's why man are buying them.
Yeah, but we just got to stop, fam. Me seeing that headline with Man United, I want to see that with Arsenal kits, like percentage 50% down and all this. I'd love to see that, because that's the sort of pressure that it looks like we need to kind of, you know, we've got a super chat here from Himanshu Yadav. In India, it's pretty cheap. You have to pay around $15 a year and you get Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, Serie A, Bundesliga. You see what I'm saying? Abroad, it's a mad thing, because even with beIN Sports, they cover everything, fam.
Everything, bro.
If you subscribe to them, you get everything. DTV.
They've got like 18 channels or something beIN Sport. They got a stupid amount of channels.
And they do more than football. Every other event too, basketball, like everything.
Yeah, they do everything.
Everything on there. So
same in Australia, they got like Fox Sports there, and they cover everything. Like the CNBCs and that in America will cover everything. Do you know what I mean? It's just even ESPN, they cover everything.
Anfield Road End says it's the Premier League who's made the decision, not Sky or BT. Football's becoming a joke. Just refer to fans as well. And that's even more surprising, because if Sky and BT were involved, you could understand maybe because they've got commitments from before money-wise, and they're not making it. I don't know. You could make some sort of an excuse for it. But if it's just the Premier League, it's like, come on, fam. Instead of coming back to us, the consumer, go back to these big brands and renegotiate, because I know it's a tough time. It's a tough time for everyone, fam. Like, it's not just businesses. People are going through it as well. And regular people are football fans, bro. So asking, man, for £15 a month. What they was doing was blessed. Every game was live. I was enjoying that. They was getting more views because I was watching more or less every game. You get it? So I don't know what their problem is. Surely they're still satisfying their TV.
And them £15, that doesn't include the games that are on Sky and BT. That's just for the other ones, isn't it? It's for the ones that aren't on TV. The ones that aren't on TV are the ones that people abroad get for free anyway.
Yeah. It's true. It's true. $145 a month to Virgin. This is what I'm saying, fam. Bro, I left that a long time ago, bro. I left that shit a long time ago. I got DAZN. DAZN's another one that it's like we need something like that over here, or the Premier League needs something like that NBA subscription service. £65 for an Arsenal jersey, £20 per match. I think that's the rate in euros to watch games. Money's ruining the game. It's ruined the game.
65 euros for a jersey. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, That's where I remember back in the day, you used to be able to get a whole football kit, blood, for about £60. And now the shirts are like £70, bro.
Yeah, max £60. I remember it was like 50, 55 at times, fam.
There you go, innit?
Even though those shirts we used to buy, it was for 2-3 years. It wasn't just for that season. You know,
it's true. Now they're changing the kits like every year, bro. Like they're just rinsing us.
Every year. You know that pink thing we got, the European training thing?
Yeah.
That's the same price as a shirt, fam.
It's mad, isn't it?
Like, what's going on? How can the training thing be the same price as a shirt? And
because they're rinsing us.
Because it looks saucy, the man them are gonna buy it. The people are gonna buy it, innit? They're gonna forget about obviously really what's going on. They're gonna
because they've turned this football thing into fashion, innit? And they're trying to merge like the street culture fashion thing with football. So now they're making things look like high street clothes. So man will buy them and wear them out on the roads. Now you're seeing people walking around in the club's training tracksuit, because the training tracksuit now is like, yo, this is a calm tracksuit. You see what I'm saying? So they've done it. They've sucked man in and they've just put the logo on it because it just gasses man and thinks, oh yeah, I'm wearing an Arsenal tracksuit, I'm wearing a United tracksuit. When really, they're just selling you an Adidas tracksuit or sending you a Nike tracksuit, bro. And that's just what it is.
Yeah, and I think I told you on your channel, my people around me, they're always like, go and buy the shirt, fam. You know, you're doing your Arsenal thing online. You need to like be in the merchandise. Everyone else is, and I get them. I agree. Like I'd rather be wearing Arsenal gear and doing my thing in a more professional manner in that sense. But when I know what's going on, I'm like, nah. And most years they still try and like my missus will still try and get it as a present.
But that's what it is. It used to be a Christmas present.
Stop spending your fucking money. But back to this pay-per-view thing, yeah. What would you have thought a fair price was per game, if any?
I don't like this per game thing. Just do a whole annual subscription.
Yeah.
I'm saying annual subscription, you get everything, or a monthly subscription and you get everything. None of this per game shit.
Even 15 a month would have been fair, or that's still
15 a whole month would have been, bruv. What? How much is Netflix a month? £7-8?
Yeah, £7-8. Yeah, £9 maybe.
Well, there you go. It shouldn't be more than £10 a month. You know what I mean? Because there's not stuff on every day, blood. You know the ones. Man could go on Netflix at any time and find something. Do you know what I'm saying? Like this thing, if it's only live games and stuff like that, it shouldn't be more than £7-8.
Yeah. Plus, when you think about it, some months you're gonna have 3 games, some months you're gonna have 6. Like December, people will have 6-7 games. Like it's all mad. So they're asking people £15 a game. I actually can't believe it, man. It's all mad. It's actually pay-per-view. And this is the way it's going. If they can get this in and if it makes enough money, yeah, shit will go pay-per-view like this before it goes to that subscription thing you're talking about. Is the way that they'll make even more money if they do a subscription, which I don't know why they don't, fam. Do you get it? I actually do not know why they don't. I see a lot of people commenting about it. No one's agreed. Not one single person can make an argument.
How can you agree? You can't make an argument for it unless you're one of the big wigs up there that just want to fleece us. You cannot make a solid argument for doing this, bro, because nobody benefits apart from the people that are taking money from us.
Yeah. I'm seeing people who have no interest in football buying PSG tracks.
Exactly, because that man got the Jordan link and that, and the stuff looks wavy, so man are buying it. It's not even about football no more. It's not about football no more. It's about street fashion and all these things. But you see me, I'm very conscious about what I spend my money on, what I wear. You know them ones, and like, yeah, bruv, you can never see me in that, bruv. I've got my own merchandise, bro. Man, are not gonna see me in a United shirt for a while, and if they will, it'll be a throwback retro one. I'm not buying any of the new stuff.
Yeah, because obviously over the years you kind of learn and you grow, you mature. Because back in the day, I was spending my money on silly things, but as you grow, you want to know what the company is really about too, you know. And with our football clubs, we love them, but if we know they're rotten, yeah, it makes most sense to stop spending your money there.
It's about ethics, bruv. You got to know, innit? Like these man, if my team was out there spending money, do you know what I mean, trying to be the best, trying to win, then cool. They can have my money. But why am I giving you money so you can just not spend in the transfer window and do fuckery? Nah, I'm all right. I'll keep my peas, bruv.
It's even similar with it's come to mind Gucci and the whole issue behind their morals and what they've done over the years. And back in the day, I've bought Gucci belts and whatnot. Do you get it? It's like when I look now, I regret that, and I'll never spend my money on that brand again. You know, it's more than just looking good. You know, you gotta understand. you could look good in most different brands, but understand what the ethics are behind it. Understand how that brand for you. Understand, do they give back? Are they?
Bro, I do not wear any of them, bro. If man see me, yeah, like nah, fam. Man, you always see me in local clothes, local streetwear. Do you know what I'm saying? I got my brands I wear all the time, bro. Like you always see me in a King tracksuit, bro. It's from East London, fam. You know them one, and that's what it is.
You need to shout King. You see King when I was growing up, yeah. In Wood Green, there's a store called Hype. So when I was growing up, I used to go Hype. Them man know me till this day, and I used to spend peas on King, fam. You need to shout them and tell them, bro, the full circles come round, fam. I need them special.
But that's it. I'm gonna be doing a show anyway with a few of the guys from there anyway, because they're West Ham boys, innit? So I'm gonna bring them on my channel soon. So yeah, bro, like it's literally. This is me, bro. Like, man, don't waste my money on flipping drip and all that, bro. Most of these man don't even like me anyway. You know what I mean? Most of these man are racist, man. They don't even like, man.
Everything is drip. That's what I say. It's not.
Them man are out here doing blackface, you know, and then man are out here spending four grand on their stuff, and man are paying £700 for a scarf and that, and man are doing blackface and laughing at me. Are you mad? That's never gonna happen.
And I've gone through them stupid moments, you know. I hold my hands up, but what you have to learn from it, and I've definitely learned, and I'm a better man for it. We've got over 650 people in the live.
Slap them like buttons, people. You already know what it is.
TV just said Calvert-Lewin won Player of the Month, Ancelotti won Player of the Manager. I mean,
Manager of the Month.
No surprises there,
bruv. Listen, you see all these men that like to clip up videos of me, go back and find the videos of me telling man about Calvert-Lewin from like 2 years ago, fam. I told man he's cold, bro. Cold. Yeah. When man were talking about Tammy Abraham, I was like, get out of here. Do you know what I mean? Harry Kane's number 2 is this youth, blood. If Harry Kane's not up there holding the ball up as the focal point, it's got to be Calvert-Lewin. It has to be. He's cold, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And what he doesn't have in maybe the aesthetics that Tammy has on the ball, he's got the physicality, he's got the engine that Tammy don't have. He's got the presence, bro. Like, centre-backs will be more afraid of playing against this youth. Have you seen his leap, bro? Like, the way he gets off the floor. Bro, he's a problem.
He's focused. Like, it looks like he knows what he needs to do to improve. It looks like he's good, not just on the pitch, but outside of it too, which is important nowadays. You know, it looks like he's got his head screwed on. And you were just talking about it with Kane and Tammy. So how would you rank your top 5 England strikers in order right now?
Kane, Calvert-Lewin, then probably Danny Ings, based on the goals he's scoring, and then Tammy Abraham. And then who else is there, bro? Do you know what I'm saying? Vardy's retired.
Yeah, he's retired.
Yeah, he was retired, or he would have been number 2.
Yeah. You know, I'll agree with that. I probably would have just put Ings in front of Calvert-Lewin, but Calvert-Lewin's form right now, I got to put him in front of Ings. And
I think all-round game, Calvert-Lewin's just better than him, innit? Danny Ings is a very good finisher, but I think he's a better finisher than Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin's a very... he's a good one-touch finisher. You know them ones. Like, if you look at most of his goals, they're one-touch finishes, whereas I think that Danny Ings is probably more clinical in terms of, like, he can take his time, pick a spot, whereas Calvert-Lewin's more instinctive. But what he gives you in terms of movement, holding the ball up, his aerial presence as well. He's the best header of the ball that England have. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, even Harry Kane, for the size of him, he doesn't head as well as Calvert-Lewin, and he's just got that physical, old school, rugged number 9 about him. Do you know what I mean? Like, almost reminds me of like how Diego Costa was when he was just bullying people and just sticking it on them. Do you know what I mean? So I like that.
He plays like that, but his character's totally. Yeah, I get what you're saying. He roughs man up, and he's
and then off the pitch, he's just a calm mute. Yeah, but like in the game, he just roughs guys up in it. So I'm a big fan of his. I'm a big fan of his, man, and he's done well. Also coming through the ranks for England as well, blood. Like, man's played with the likes of the Jadon Sanchos and all that. Like, do you know what I'm saying? He's 30. He's 30.
A very good place, and like Ancelotti winning Manager of the Month. Like, with a manager like that, who's been through it all, who's done it all, who's been through top players, who's made players, who's had players in their prime. Like, I think he's in a very good place, and with that 3 behind him, you can't really, like, you know, like, not many people expected much of Everton this season moving into the league, but their form so far, obviously, that expectancy has changed. Yeah. At the same time, you can see fluidity. You can see, like, they complement each other.
They've got the right manager to manage those expectations, though, bro. This guy's a Champions League winning manager, innit? So if anyone can keep these guys' feet on the ground, and manage them game to game, yeah, it's him. You know them ones, because there's certain teams you look at them, like even when I looked at Sheffield United and Leicester last season, I said they're going to drop out of the top 4. I could see it because their managers do not have the pedigree that Carlo's got to kind of keep these guys on the ball. As soon as they lose one game, all of a sudden the doubts start creeping in. Do you know what I'm saying? Like when you've got a Carlo, that's going to keep your feet on the ground. And even if you do drop a few points, he's going to say, all right, cool. Believe in the philosophy. We go again. You'll be fine. I think that he's going to have them there or thereabouts.
Yeah, man, I see it as well. You know, I can't lie. We'll analyze it in January. We'll know a bit better. Like we'll win in January what's going on. But good manager, good squad. Now they just brought Godfrey in as well, like a decent centre back on top of what they have in midfield and attack now. But I can't lie. Like obviously Arsenal United, we should be worried because we are trying to get top 4 this season. It doesn't seem like much else we can do. And Everton at the moment look like they're going for the same thing. And you're right. I think with Rodgers, he's done it with Liverpool and he's done it with Leicester now in terms of dropping off towards the back end of the season. It looks like he has that now about him to keep you going. You know, if you get knocked down a bit, you pick yourself back up. Like when Liverpool, was it the Palace game? They got held back, a Chelsea game. Like pick yourself back up and do your thing. Ancelotti, aside from that little short Napoli stint and a couple other little stints where it didn't go his way, he's 30 in football. He's changed his ways as well. He's not the same manager he was 20 or 15 years ago. He's very different now. And
that's what he's good at, though. He's very adaptable, bro. He's tactically astute. And the thing is with Ancelotti, no matter what players you give him, he'll find a way to play. You see what I'm saying? Like Ancelotti doesn't really have a style, bro. Like he's very fluid in the way he coaches. If you look at how his Real Madrid team played, how his Napoli team played, they don't have like a distinctive Ancelotti like way of playing. They're just very, very effective and very well drilled in it. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. Like when you look at him, would you say your style of players, bro? You don't know. They're just so efficient, bro. Like he just drills them so well, innit? Brilliant manager.
And it's like they respect him so much that they want to listen to him. They want to play for him. They know if they do, it will reap rewards. You know, when you got a manager like that, instead of a manager where it's like, what has he really done for me to really like listen to you 100? Like, you know what I mean? So I get that. Ahmed says Turkish asked Rants about the leaks from United dressing room. Players are losing faith in Ole. What leaks?
I saw it. Players were coming out saying that they don't feel like he's a top coach, and I think that is coming from Bruno. I'm not gonna lie, you know. The reason why I say that is because Bruno obviously fell out with Matic and Maguire at half-time at the last game, got pulled off. And you know what I mean? And then obviously he's gone in international duty and we're hearing little things, but bruv, I fuck with Bruno for that because he's a bad man. He's like, who's this pussy, bruv? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, who is this guy? Bruno came in here and he said to Bruno, just do what you were doing at Sporting. It's all mad, bro. Like, and then Bruno, like the other day, gave a penalty away because he was getting mad frustrated running back. Yeah, he's our number 10, and he ended up in our box pulling someone down. Like, do you know what I mean? He's clearly like he's frustrated with the lack of coaching and that. And I think there's a few men that are side-eyeing this Brer and saying, you know what, this guy's a clown. And also Van der Beek's coming. He's literally like our best number 10. The guy's not getting no games, getting brought in the 92nd minute and that. Like that, we've got good players that are looking around. Like anyone that's been in a dressing room, everyone knows who the weak links are. Everyone knows when you have a shit game, you know when the manager's fucked it for you, innit? And we've got a lot of senior players, that are looking around and saying, yeah, this ain't it. And the reason why I do think it is Bruno and Van der Beek is because they're two new players. They don't care about what Ole's done for Man United in the past. Do you know what I mean? They're not like, oh my God, club legend, like some of the men that are there before, like the Rashfords, even the Pogba who was coached by Ole in the reserves. These men kind of have a respect for him as a figure at the club. These new men don't care.
Yeah, it's true.
And why should they? Do you know what I mean? So they're looking at him. My man's come from Ajax. The other ones come from Sporting. My man's playing for Portugal with Cristiano and them, man. And then you got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Like, nah, bro, it's a mazza. So United players are basically saying, yo, that we don't rate, man, innit? Like, in a nutshell. And it's absolutely brilliant, to be fair, because I want to hear that from the dressing room. Because as soon as I saw that, these men only said what I've been saying for months, bro.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? I've been saying this for what? It must be a good year now because Ollie's been there a year and a half.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah, so a good year. I've been like, this brother is not good enough, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And I've said the things. It looks like these players just bumped into each other in the tunnel. They don't know each other. There's no cohesion. There's all these. It's just super disjointed, isn't it? So when I get to see that players are saying, "Yo, like something's not right here,"
Yeah.
I think it's amazing. Like the brother said, yeah. Like I got the quotes here, yeah. It said the United players are worried about how things spiral after a bad result. The momentum swings too dramatically. There's a feeling the team is too dependent on players in attack doing wonderful individual things, which is what man said. There's no style of play. There's no system. They're not being coached. And then the other one was like, the players I speak to are never saying he's a disaster, but they question whether he's a top coach. Bro, this is it. These men are starting to leak things. It's the beginning and the end for him, bro. After these next run of 5 games, he's getting sacked.
Yeah, we went about them last 5. Well, the next one's the Newcastle. That has to be the must win. But after that, and you know what? Those next 5 are in between. You got PSG and Leipzig, isn't it?
Bruv, he's gone. He's gone, you know.
And what's that? November. That's November. It'll be done, isn't it?
He'll be done in November. Poch will come in, and then he'll get a window in January to bring people in.
Yeah.
But I don't think he needs one. Honestly, I think we've got enough at the club. With Cavani coming in now, I think we've got more than enough at the football club, yeah, to challenge for top 4 with a good coach. More than enough, bro. I seen what Poch got to the Champions League final.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Look, forget the Champions League final for a sec. He dealt with 2 transfer windows with little funds, or most of them.
Bro, he spent 72 million euros his whole time at Tottenham in 4 seasons.
And he brought them into the top 4. He got the Champions League final. He got them playing a decent style of football, you know, like it was consistent, it was solid, it was structured. As soon as he left, all right, it happened towards the end. It started creaking a bit. But you got to give that man that created that the chance to recreate it with the money.
You have to.
They jumped the gun and done the Jose thing, and obviously looking back, I think that's the wrong decision. And I think if you might get Poch, then it is going to be peak, because I think Poch is all we say it every week, fam. The manager is the best signing you can make, and if you bring in Poch, forget any other player. Like you said, he won't even need it until the end of the season. I think he can work with that United team, bro.
He can, bro. Man saw for France, yeah, Pogba played in a diamond 4 and was brilliant. You know the ones there, like, and I'm looking at Pogba's Instagram. He's chilling with Mbappe and what's his name? The Chelsea centre back. Fuck. Zuma and them, man, and just playing Uno, bruv, and just enjoying their lives. And bro, like, it don't matter what system man's playing in here. He's playing with good players. He's happy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the United dressing room is toxic right now. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Players don't want to play for the team right now. And people think it's just him. Bruno's not happy. Van der Beek's not happy. Do you know what I mean? Martial's not happy. There's bare man that's clearly not happy. You know what I mean? So I think that the best thing for the team is to get rid of this manager, get someone in, and we'll see. Do I think United could win the league with Poch? Not the way they're spending. If they spend more money, they can. Absolutely, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, he got Tottenham very near to winning the league, and then they fell away. Do you know what I'm saying? But
like, you see us two, we're fans that are very critical of the board and the way shit happens at our club, But I know you get it as much as I do. You get people that say to you, but you've been spending. Don't say that to me, fam, because it's not just spending I talk about. Yes, I know you spend, like, you know you spend, but you spent wrong. And to fix that, guess what you need to do to fix that? You need to fucking spend. It's not going to fucking fix itself. You need to probably spend more than you did to fix it, because essentially
you're going backwards.
Dead wood. And look at us, fam. 4 or 5 contracts coming to an end next season, like next summer. And then
you're going to have to replace all these men.
And their contracts of, like, let's say MESUT OZIL 45 mil, Mustafi 35 mil. Okay, Louise was at 8 mil or 10 mil or whatever if you include wages. But who else is running that next? Socrates, that was like 18 mil. It's like we've spent peas on these players for them to run down their contract. A couple of them now are not in the side, and we might as well move on to that now. We talked about Ozil on your channel, and everyone loved that debate. You see the reaction and whatnot. It was the most viewed, most liked, like, out of all of our shows so far.
And he's a proper divisive player anyway. You know them, man. So you're always going to get debates like that.
Yeah, and soon after that show, he was ruled out at not ruled out, but he was left out at the Europa League side with Socrates. Before we go on, 1,000 people here. Make sure you hit the like button, people. We're moving on to Ozil, a touchy subject for some. So keep the emotions under wraps in the comments, please. But yeah, MESUT Ozil left out at the Europa League side. What do you think? What do you think? Give me your thoughts.
I told you, I think that the decision not to play Ozil's coming from above the manager. I genuinely think that the owners have just said, you know what, for marketing reasons, yeah, like he's more harm. He's more harm. Do you know what I mean? It will do us more harm than good playing this guy. We know about the China situation, and we just think that there's probably investors or like branding or marketing reasons why Ozil's not playing. Because let's be honest, bro, like Arsenal are not good enough, yeah, as a squad to leave a player of that ilk out of the squad completely. Like he's not even an option. Do you know what I mean? So to leave him out, it's not football related. It can't be.
You know what? I actually had to search it because I read it earlier, yeah. And you see that thing, like obviously we don't know, like whether it's Arteta, whether it's the board. It did look like it was a decision from higher up because when it came in, when Arteta came in, he was playing Ozil here and there. He was giving.
He was
post lockdown, nothing, not even a sniff. But Edu, he come out today and he said, we needed to manage the number of foreign players in the squad because we are only at 17. He said, I talked to Mikel about the players who were probably going to be left out, and we discussed how to treat the situation. The way we did it was to sit down with the players concerned and to be open with them and their agents, and to clearly explain why Mikel has made that decision. That's a direct quote, why Mikel made that decision. Now, I know how clubs work. Yeah, I'm not going to 100% say it was Mikel because you know they could be throwing him under a bus in a sense. But what do you think? Do you think that means Mikel's made the decision, or?
I think they're trying to save face at the end of the day. Like they're not going to say, right, the club have decided that Ozil's not playing. They can't say that because it looks like the manager's not in charge. You know what I mean? But there's no way that as a manager, like even if you don't like him, you wouldn't want to have him as an option. It's the Europa League, bro. You're pissed at. Do you know what I mean? He's still a top player, bro. This isn't Champions League football. This is Europa. There's not going to be many players in that tournament better than him, regardless. Do you know what I'm saying? So the fact that he's not even an option to call on, I feel like this is bigger than football, the situation with Ozil. And also, if it was just football related, I don't think that he would be whistleblowing and kind of, do you know what I mean, drawing attention to himself in other ways. I think that there's definitely a feud behind the scenes between him and the club.
I won't disagree. People think I hate on Ozil. I got an agenda, whatever. He's Turkish. I want the guy to succeed. I wanted him to be the best player this club has ever seen. I wanted him to bring the glory days back to Arsenal. We didn't, and it's turned out the way it is. And I agree with you. Europa League level is definitely beneath him if you're looking at the player MESUT Ozil and how he's been, you know, throughout his career. And even now, I'd suggest that he is still another ilk to Europa League. Yeah,
different.
But when you challenge a side in the manner you've challenged a side, and I know you like that, and I do like when players are open because it gives you an insight into what's really going on at the club, you know. But when you challenge the club in a way where, I mentioned it to you on Tuesday, like challenging Arteta with the team selection before the first game of the season, now that makes me also think that it probably was Arteta that has the final say on the decision, because he actually laid it out. He said, I am fit and it's not up to me if I'm going to start this weekend. That's basically saying, put the pressure on Arteta. And I can't lie, that forget everything else Ozil's done for a sec in terms of the way he's performed. Do you think, if you like a manager, Rance, obviously you got Ole in that, but let's say you had Poch in, yeah, and Poch was making this decision with Ozil, but Ozil come out and kind of, you're going in a positive direction, but Ozil said that about the manager and the media attention turned to negativity. What would you think?
I don't know. I need to know the context though, because for instance, yeah, the other day Everton fans were getting onto Yannick, yeah, and saying like kind of insinuating he's injury prone, and Yannick was like, "Bruv, I'm fit." Like, do you know what I'm saying? I'm fit. I've been training well. Like it's up to the manager who picks the squads, isn't it? Not me. So if it was a case where man was saying, "Oh, what Ozil's injured," or like he don't want to play or something, and Ozil came out and said, "Nah, I'm fit. I've been training hard. I want to be selected. Manager's not selecting me." I don't have an issue with that. You know the ones there. If that was the context, but if he just replied to like the team sheet coming out and he was just like, "Yeah, bruv, well, boy, man ain't picked me in it," then it's kind of like, So it kind of depends, bro, like what the context of the conversation was. Do you know what I mean? But I'm not someone that holds grudges. I'm the kind of guy, yeah, I play my best players, innit? That's what it is. I play my best players because I want to win games, innit? Like it's about winning games for me. It's not about making a statement. It's not about showing someone who's boss, blood. It's about picking the best team. Do you know what I mean? Like there'll be certain players where we might not see eye to eye on everything, but if I think that you give me something someone else doesn't, I'll fucking play you. Like, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, don't get it twisted. Like I said on your channel, because I want to say it on mine too, because there might have been people that missed it. And there's a lot of Arsenal fans, obviously, more so on my channel than yours. And a lot of them like your opinion. A lot of them like the way you put it across. And this is what I tell people. It's good to listen to fans of other clubs sometimes, especially real ones, that it's not always about banter. Sometimes they can give you constructive criticism because it's different perspective, it's different eyes. And with Ozil, like I said on your channel, the Muslims in China issue, I'm on his side. The racism in the German FA, I'm on his side. Even the pay cut, yeah, I can understand why he would have rejected it. I'm against it, but I can understand.
And also why I think your team stitched him up. How come the other two man's names never got leaked, fam? I believe it was your club that leaked it, bro.
That's what's interesting because I can't lie. It looks like someone internally must have in it to make it.
Yeah, they stitched those up. Don't get it twisted because why didn't they drop the other two man's names, bro? Do you know what I mean? They've stitched them up. They have. There's no two ways. How come only his one got out? It doesn't make no sense, bro.
It's true. I've heard names of the other two in terms of like people rumors and whatnot, and I've heard 3 different names from different people. But it is what it is. Ozil's the only one that come out, and I just think if he's the one rejecting the pay cut, he's on the most money. They're probably thinking, nah. Now he's really taking the piss.
I think your club's trying to force him out because they don't want to pay the money, and he's probably said, "Fuck it, I'm under contract. I'm not leaving." So now they're just trying to tarnish man's name, bruv. That's what it looks like. Do you know what I mean? That's exactly what it looks like. Because how come his name is the only one that came out? And the thing is, if Ozil was bad breed, he could have come out and said, well, it's not just me. So-and-so did and so-and-so. But he hasn't. You know them one. He could have easily said, right, what, just me, yeah? So what about da-da-da and da-da-da? And just said, cool, say nothing. He could absolutely fuck up the place if he really wanted to. And he hasn't, innit? So I believe that your club's stitching him up.
Nah, I get you. I understand. Again, you see, I can be objective. I understand, and I agree with you. It does look like he's been stitched up in terms of it releasing and only being him. It looks like there's an agenda from someone or something in the club against him, and that kind of proves it. But at the same time, off the back end of that, prior to that, Ozil's done some things to turn things sour too. So it's like a back and forth. But you know what? Before we how many people's on here? 1,200 people. Make sure you guys
hit the like. We should get at least 500 likes here, man. We want at least 50% likes. Watch to like ratio, man. It's not asking too much, guys. Slap the likes. Mods, get onto them.
Trust me, slap the likes. It needs to be at least 500 right now. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on Ozil, to be honest, because I like your opinion on it, and the debate we had was good, and it's good for these men here or these people here to listen to it too, because we both make good points. Like you make very good points, and you could be right, you know. It'll be interesting when he leaves Arsenal. He must come out and say it in a book.
Bro, he'll write a book, bro, and I'll buy that because I think that he's being stitched up, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He's been stitched up by the German FA. Do you know what I mean? You got German players coming out saying, oh, yeah, there's no racism in the FA. Bruv, there clearly is, bro. I've seen the way the man treat Ozil. I've seen the way they treat Leroy Sané. Do you know what I mean? And other players like that, bruv. There's clearly an issue.
Definitely.
There's clearly an issue there. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't think that can be disputed. And the difference is with Ozil, he's very outspoken about it. He doesn't care, innit? And I respect that about him. But then you make yourself the scapegoat, innit, when things don't go right. And I think that the club have thrown him under the bus, 100%. If the other two names came out beside his, then I'd have been like, right, there's a snake in the camp. But because it's just his, I feel like someone upstairs leaked that.
And that's the legit way to look at it. That's how I'd look at it. I actually agree with that 100. Like you said, if it was all free, then you can say that you're a snitch leaked it. But because it's one, it looks like one of those, just nudge someone, release that news, make him look bad, and we'll drop him when he comes back, and then we'll get him out that way. But in the end, in terms of character, I don't know. I think that's where we disagreed on. I think I would have wanted to prove them wrong and prove everyone wrong and go to a team and do my thing. Whereas I also understand what you say about make your peace. Do you get it? I understand that, fam. So it is what it is. It is what it is. I think I think we'll touch on what's it now? 39 minutes in.
Yeah.
People, obviously, Chip versus Stormzy was in the title. Some people asked, what is Chip versus Stormzy? Obviously, it's UK music, so if you don't know, it is what it is. Rants, what are you telling me, man? It's an exciting time for UK music. I can't lie.
It is, and it is, and it isn't. You know them ones, because situations like this annoy me, bruv. Because you know what's gonna happen is you're gonna get like the pop fans, yeah, that are gonna be like, oh my god, Stormzy's gonna, bruv. If anyone knows anything about music, Stormzy's getting cooked, bruv. That's what's gonna happen, innit? It's gonna be a one-way bloodbath, innit? Like the best thing he can do is just not respond. The best thing he can do.
You know how Chip is, yeah, right? He's too tactical with it. If you haven't kept up with it after this video, go search Chip Killer MC, then go search Chip Flowers. He's calling out Stormzy. I'm sure you all know who Stormzy is. He's a massive artist worldwide now. So make sure you guys go and check that out. But yeah, Chip is too tactical with it, fam. On Insta,
Chip has at least 3 more things parked off waiting, yeah? Like, bruv, understand. When I watched him and Young and go back to back, and them man were clashing, and he was writing bars and getting videos out in 3 hours and that, bruv, Stormzy's not built like that, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Man's out here singing and that and making good music. That's fine, innit? But man's not on this war thing. You know what I mean? Like, Chip's a warmonger.
Don't get it twisted, yeah? I was thinking back today, and I think Stormzy's diss back will be a 10 out of 10. I think
Stormzy, yeah, but it will be production-wise, it will be good, because Stormzy's very good at putting out good music. I'm a massive fan of his. He's got very good diction. He's got a good flow. The way he puts music together, and the way, the way he just presents everything is beautiful. But the difference is, yeah, you ain't got the killer instinct like Chip, bro. And also, Chip is very articulate and intelligent as well, bro. He's a nerd, fam. Like, my man's a straight A student. He's not one of these mans that's from the road that don't get it, bro. Like, he's from ends, but he's an articulate guy, bro. You know them ones. The difference is Stormzy ain't got the IQ, yeah, to battle him. Chip will finish him, bro. Man don't understand, bro. Most of these men, if these men weren't musicians, what are they gonna do, bro? Like, do you know what I mean? Even when you watch them in interviews and that and how they articulate themselves, Stormzy's not smart like that. Do you know what I'm saying? So when I look at Chip will cook him, bro. Cook him.
Too tactical. You saw my Instagram. I said Chip moving like Jurgen Klopp, aggressive. Tactics, fam. He is, bro. And man knows him. He was in my school, bro. His older brother was in my.
What, did you go Gladesmore?
No, Highgate Wood. So obviously he came into he left Highgate Wood to go Gladesmore, or the other way around.
Okay.
Was in my year. Even early on, I was designing mixtape covers for him, MySpaces for Roll Deep, Wiley. Oh, before uni, I was doing a lot of designing. That's how I do my thumbnails and that.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Black, every day. But with Chip, it's like, man knows him. Man knows that he's ready right now. Someone said pre-recordings don't count. It's not pre-recordings for Chip. He's got them ready, but don't get it twisted. He will record new, because he's going to be replying to what
exactly what Stormzy puts out, yeah.
But that's not a pre-recording. Watch it happen anyway. Like I said, I expect Stormzy's to be a 10-10 this, because there's a lot of things about Chip out there in the public eye. So I think the first diss Stormzy has will be very on point. It will be very personal. But then after that, Chip is just going to tear him away. I think.
But that's it, bro. Like, the long game, he can't play the long game with Chip. You know them as he can't. And the thing is with Stormzy as well, yeah. The things, exactly, Stormzy got tracked, but Chip's got bars, bro. The thing is with Stormzy, man don't want to hear about how much money you got. Man don't want to hear about how many records you sold, bro. This is a war, blood. You know them, man. So man don't like all this little bossy thing, yeah, where man are talking about money and all of that. Bro, that don't work here. That don't mean nothing here, you know. This is just straight bars, bro. Do you see what I'm saying? And I just think that Chip will spin him, bro. Like, when I see Chip jump on Pepper Rhythm and bun up like 6 man in one go, yeah? Bro, Stormzy ain't got bars like that. Like, Stormzy couldn't go and take out 6 man on one track. He couldn't do it, bro, because he ain't really got that, innit? Chip is from the generation of warring, bro. Stormzy's from the generation of making songs, bro. Like, it's not the same thing.
Trust me. Risky Roads, Lord of the Decks, Lord of the Mics.
Lord of the Mics.
Practice hours, fucking.
The only MC out there right now, yeah, that could go like back to back with Chip in a war is Gets, blood.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
I was thinking, who are you gonna say? I was thinking what new school, but yeah, you're right. Gets
only Gets, bro. You know what I mean? Then if it's anyone that's not Gets, forget it. You know, because Gets has got the bars, but also he's got the aggression in it. like Chip's aggressive like that. When I'm seeing man pull up in man's yard and that, like a dickhead, bro, that's a major L for you, bro. Man's giving you his address, you know.
Yeah,
Chip gave him the address to come round on a humble thing, and you've come on a bad man thing with your brethren. And it's like,
and Chip's been very vocal about he's a humble guy. It's not about all of that for him. It's all about bars. It's all about the pen. So to go to his yard when a lot of men have indirected you and you haven't really done that, and like Wiley said, "Suck your mom," and
you didn't turn up at Wiley's house, you know, like that. Do you know what they say, bro? Like he knew he went there on an intimidation thing because he knows that Chip's not road, bro. That's weak, innit? Yeah, that's very weak. And furthermore, you're a big 6'3", 6'4" brother. Yeah, go on your own, fam. P Money's a shout as well. P Money, Dot Rotten, them man are warmongers. Like Kano's not a warmonger like them, man, bro. P Money likes that.
Wretch is cold, but
but Wretch ain't a war man. Wretch is just a lyricist.
Yeah,
you know them ones. P Money, Dot Rotten, them man are warmongers, bro. Like they're on the war thing. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, do you see that generation? All these men are of a certain age, you know. These men are touching 40 years old. All the man that I've mentioned. And Chip is a kid for them, yeah. But Chip's been around so long. He's from that gen, even though he's about 10 years younger than most of them.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's what Chip plays on as well. He's like, you've never been in that sweaty hot room with like 50 man, yeah, passing
with one mic.
Yeah, fam, back-to-back pressure. And he was a youth man them times. He was like a young guy around Crazy Titch and Dizzy and Getz and Wiley, and he was still
different. It's different. Do you know what I'm saying? So when I say Stormzy ain't got it for him. He hasn't. He might drop a sick reply now and everyone will get gassed because he's popular, and then Chip will just cook him. That's all that will happen, bro. When you've been in the industry where you've had like public breakups and all these other things, bro, man can just cook you, fam. Slowly, you know them ones, because your business is public property. So there's probably bare things out there that man just have in it. And Chips also, he's got banter with it as well. He's funny with it. You know them ones. He just cook, man. I think that Stormzy shouldn't reply. He's bare cheeky.
You see the way I am, yeah? If it was any other artist in the UK that would have released a video of someone coming to your yard, I would have been like, that's a dickhead thing. But the way Chip broke it down in the lyrics and the way he was cheeky with it and the way he was like, I gave it to you on a humble thing, and it was like
man, is that you're a dickhead. Like, I've given you my address. Like, if it was a beef thing, I'd have said, yo, meet me at the studio or something. The fact that I've given you my address, yeah, obviously means that I've given you my address. We're man, then we've got tunes together. Do you know what I mean? Come link, man, if you think that man's chatting about you, because he clearly wasn't even talking about him in the tune.
Yeah,
you know that, man? He wasn't even talking about him in the tune. When man was like, you haven't even been bronze and them thing there, he's clearly not talking about Stormzy, bro.
Yeah, he was talking about the other you. What's his name? I forgot his name, man.
I can't remember. His name's like Mez or something. I don't know.
Mez, yeah. That's the one I see still. But
so how the hell did Stormzy think it's about him? Obviously, he's got dickheads around him that gassed him up here to reply, because man's clearly not even talking about you. But that's what happens when you got bare yes men around you, bro. These things happen, innit? Man just gas you up, bro. Should have just stayed humble in that, because he come off social media, he's doing his thing. You know what I mean? And it's just like, bro, just settle, bro. You're nice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when he come off social media and that after the Wiley thing, I thought that's a mature move still. Like, that's a very mature move. Like, it could lead the direction for others as well. But he turned around and done that in between. It's like, and around the BLM protests as well. And it's
he's definitely tarnished his name with this, because now when man's coming out doing this Black Lives Matter thing, and then you got 4 men pull up in balaclavas outside a man's house, you're a dickhead for that. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's a horrible PR move for him. Horrible.
Yeah, man. I can't. It's not like that with Chip anyway, fam. Chip's not the guy to do that to. Like, we're not gonna get, even if you done something to him. It's like, what clout are you getting from that? It's like, it's not.
It's dumb, bro. Chip's just a calm youth. Like, even when I saw him he was at Righty's party when I was there. Him and Michael Dapper. And Michael Dapper is friends with Stormzy, so it's like them man even got mutuals and that. It's dumb, bro.
Yeah. But London's small, fam. You know, everyone's got mutuals, fam. That's why to take it that extra mile, and go to a man's yard with man them. It's all. I can understand why Chip is vexed, and obviously it's his family there as well. It's not even my man's yard himself, or like alone. Do you get it? No, but what we in now? 50 minutes to 10 more minutes. But you know what? We got to wrap up the game week fixtures from the predictions last week. I can't lie, we got a few right, you know. You got the 3-1 Newcastle score right.
Oh, nice.
The 2-0 Southampton score, you got that right. I got the 2-0 Southampton score right. I got 2-1 Arsenal right. And the rest, you got the Chelsea Palace result right, Everton Brighton result, so did I. Wolves Fulham, both results we got right. Yeah, you're one ahead now. So you've taken the lead. So it's time for me to come back now. I can't even fucking lie. But I see bare people. I've loved this though. I can't lie. Over 1,200 people in here, and we moved on to music. We moved on to Chip and Stormzy and that, and people are still here. You know, I wanted to see if people were still engaged, and there's been more engagement with the music than the.
That's what I'm saying. It's culture, innit? That's what it is.
I see man say Young's Tef as well. Big up Young's Tef. It's not a war thing for him.
Yeah, Tef's a bad boy as well. That's what I'm saying. Tef's my guy.
Yeah, I see it. He's a big Man United fan as well. You see Tef, there's Tef, Call of Duty, and Grown Man Ting. They're two of the best projects this country has seen. Grown Man Ting, #1, and Call of Duty, #1. I need another one of those, fam. I can't even.
But these are the guys, yeah. This is the school of MC, bro. These men have been sharpening their swords in the arena, innit? It's not like the new thing where man are just making jumpy tunes for the charts and singles. You get me? So this war thing's different. Just because man makes good songs, that don't mean that you can war, innit?
Yeah.
No,
you're right.
mean
You're right. Tesco put a super chat in. Tesco, Lucan, even the calmest blokes I know have mad moments, and certain blokes that get under man's skin. True, but I've had moments where man get under my skin, but you've got to also determine who that man is and what threat he represents. At the end of the day,
facts.
Physically, Chip doesn't represent a threat, and you know, that's no disrespect. It is what it is, you know. So I don't see that approach being right, regardless. You know, even if you was vexed, me personally, I'd go on my own and sort it out, because it's not a thing like that. It's not a gang thing where it's like you have to roll man up, and like that's how I'd sort it. I don't know, Rants, what do you think?
Bro, I'm the same, bro. Listen, bro, I'm one of the calmest people I know, bro. And it's one of them ones. Yeah, people get under your skin, but the difference is, as you said, what threat does my man actually pose? You know them ones. Like, you man have seen me. I've had even within this YouTube thing, I've had altercations with certain people, bro. Look how I handled it, blood. Yeah. You know them ones. Man handled it properly. It could have been a road thing. It wasn't a road thing. Do you know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, that's fine. Man need to handle it in a way that it doesn't damage my career. It don't damage my life. Do you know what I'm saying? Really and truly, if Chip wanted to press charges, he could press charges on, man.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
He could easily, he could just call the police and say, yo, look, there's a CCTV. 4-man, balaclavaed up, tried to invade my yard. There you go, blood. Police will have to do something.
And the eyes are on. And you know the feds already don't like the fact Stormzy is such a big success from where he's come from. So exactly. They'll want to bring a man down. You already know what it's like.
He's stupid. You're big brother, yeah? The size of him, yeah? On his own. He is big enough to go there on his own. You know the ones, but the fact that you've gone there with 3 other men as well, yeah? I don't respect it, bro. I don't respect it. The only time you go there, man up, is if you know that there's man there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, why else do you need 3 other men, bro? Like, you don't need it, bro. And you pulled up uninvited as well, because if you pulled up invited, man would have been home. He wasn't even at home. Do you see what I'm saying? So, like, for me, that's some bully man intimidation tactics thing. That's a dickhead thing to me. You know them ones. Like, I'm not on this bullying thing, this intimidation thing, bro. Like, I'm not on it.
It's not. It wasn't ever worth that, regardless of what's going on in your life.
Regardless, man never said nothing about your mum, bruv. Wiley said he was gonna snatch your mum's wig, and you didn't do that.
Yeah.
You know them ones. Like Chip never said nothing about your mum or nothing like that for you to be pulling up at his house. The reason why you pulled up at his yard is because you thought, yo, he's a little man, I can bad him up. That's all it was. I mean, that's some bullying thing. That's all it is.
He thought it was an easy W. Like Chip said, how many men have indirected you? I wasn't even indirecting you, but how many men have? And
exactly. And you're gonna pull up at all their yards? No. Do you know what I mean? Because again, it's some bullying thing. That's what it was. You thought easy target. It's an easy W for man. Show people that have chiefed him up. Do you know what I mean? Get a nice little W and get some street cred, bro. It's a dickhead thing, bro. You're a multi-millionaire. Do you know what I mean? Leave that life alone. I don't know why these men are doing that, bro.
Yeah, but fam, some facts. You can't really say much more, fam. You know.
I mean, it's stupid, bro.
But people loving this conversation. Listen, Tuesday 6 p.m. we're on Rants' channel. There's due to be a response by Stormzy. There's due to be a couple before then.
Absolutely.
So make sure you lot tune in on Tuesday to that. Before we go, we got like 5 minutes left. Khabib Gaethje, Rants.
No one beats Khabib for me right now.
I think the same. I can't lie to you. I think the same. Have you seen the McGregor Poirier stuff and that one getting announced soon?
Is that for sure? Because because I've been hearing that McGregor's been throwing bare people's names out here to try and generate like a buzz to get paid in it, because no one cares about him no more. He done the fake retirement thing. Do you know what I mean?
So what he done is he put up a poster of him and Pacquiao next year in Saudi Arabia. Then he offered Poirier a charity fight outside of UFC for 500K. And then Dana White offered them a UFC fight. And last night or the night before, McGregor tweeted him saying, yeah, I've accepted it. November 22nd or December 12th or December 19th. He wants it done this year. So it looks like it's going to be on. They fought before. He knocked him out in the first round.
I think McGregor's a cokehead or something, brother, and he's just sniffing his money away, because after he made that Mayweather money, he shouldn't need to fight again. He's clearly fighting for money. He's not fighting for the love anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's not fighting for the love no more, McGregor. McGregor's finished, bro. Like, in terms
of his reputation.
I don't think so, because if he's fighting for his reputation, yeah, he'd fight better fighters. You know them ones there.
No, but Poirier is, Dana said, now Khabib said, if you beat Poirier, I'll give you your fight.
Yeah, because he doesn't believe that he can beat him, bro. Like, because he thinks, yo, Connor's finished. You know them ones.
No, I can't lie to you. McGregor's definitely not finished. He will come back from this. Will he beat?
I think mentally he's finished. I don't think physically he's finished. I think that he ain't got the discipline. You know them ones. Like, even from the way he's ballooning up in weight and stuff like that, bro. Like, for me, he doesn't look like someone that is serious anymore. I think that payday, he's dropped the ball, innit? You know them ones there.
But what it is, I can't lie, you're right. You see, when you get paid that piece, you can lose focus a bit. And I think he did, and hence why in the end he got submitted by Khabib, and then you hear he was drinking before promoting his whiskey. His head wasn't screwed on in it. But you see that Nate Diaz, the first fight they had, yeah? His head wasn't screwed on before that either, because he had just won the featherweight belt and he was moving up and he was gassed for it. And then he lost that fight. And
but I think he lost the second one as well. So it's one of them ones where
it was a close one. It was a close one.
I think he lost the second one as well. Do you know what I mean?
But he came back better, more focused.
He came back better, but he still finished quite a few rounds on the floor. Like, you know what I mean?
On the floor, I can't lie, he needs to fix that if he wants to get anything over Khabib. But I do think we haven't seen the last of McGregor, but I think Khabib will probably beat him again, and that will be the end for him.
I think Khabib beats him easier next time, for the simple fact that Khabib humbled him in the first fight, innit? Like, he battered him to the point where man was begging almost like for man not to fuck him up. You know them ones. And I just think that Khabib's got in his head now. Like, McGregor knows that not only can man choke me out, but Khabib dropped him as well with a straight right hand. So it's not like McGregor's a stand-up fighter and he's been dropped by a grappler. That's got to fuck with you psychologically. When you think that,
I was going to say, mentally,
when you think I'm a stand-up fighter and I've been dropped, you know them ones, I've been dropped, bro. And then on top of that, if I'm on the floor, he's choking you out, bro. And he almost gave Khabib his back.
Yeah, it's a big thing mentally, because like, look at Joshua Ruiz, look at even Dylan White, Povetkin. I think when you've been knocked down by a fighter, it's more mental than anything in the rematch. Even with Wilder Fury, I think when that's happened, you're a lot weaker going into the next fight. Yes, Joshua won, and yes, I expect White to win. I don't expect Wilder to win.
Boxing's different though, because you see in boxing, if somebody drops you with a lucky punch or knocks you out, you can actually use that fear to box better, because you can box on the outside. But you see in fighting, you can't fight on the outside, especially championship rounds. You can't fight on the outside for 25 minutes. You're going to have to trade at some point. You're also going to have to deal with the fact that Khabib's probably going to shoot and try and take you down. And your takedown defense, as good as it might be, there's going to become a time where he is going to get you to the ground, bro. He's got 25 minutes to get you on the ground. He
went into the fight he was unprepared, and then when he was too defensive. I think he trained too defensive, and that shows that he was worried about Khabib. Like, every time that Khabib got him on the floor, he was just working to stay in a good position, a better position. And that's why most rounds were 4 minutes on the floor, because he was happy staying there. And some of the ground and pounds were lethal from Khabib. I'm surprised. Yeah. One thing about McGregor is he's got a chin, because he doesn't get tough. Do you get it? So it is a submission thing, but it'll be interesting, fam. We got a minute left, Rants. Obviously, people, like I said, Tuesday, 6 p.m. Make sure you lot are there for the next episode of Realer Than Most on Rants' channel. If you haven't already, go subscribe. I think he's on 49.6, 49.7K.
Yeah, around that anyway. Like I'm less than 400 away from 50, so I'm looking to hit. Hopefully, I should hit my 50K this weekend.
Come on, come on. If not this weekend, he'll be hitting it by the next time Realer Than Most is back.
Yeah.
Guaranteed, people. Follow Rants up on all the social media stuff. You already know what it is. Make sure you hit the like button. Still over 1,000 people in the live. Appreciate every single one of you. Hit the like button. Do all of that stuff, and we'll be back Tuesday. We'll be back next Friday, and Rants is back every day anyway. So go subscribe to him. Rants, we're gonna tell them before we leave.
Just big up, bro, for watching. Make sure you slap the like button. Obviously, subscribe, and yeah, my new merch is out for my team as well. Obviously, our league starts on Sunday.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got kits, training wear, everything out. The links are in the description to my YouTube videos, in the bio on my Instagram.